Y'all know what it is. God bless and great day, everybody. Welcome to Smoking with the King each and every Friday at 4:20. I'm glad you came. How we all doing today? Everybody ain't with us? Don't worry, we getting everybody up to speed. What's going on, y'all? God bless and great day. Thank you, Father God. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for another blessed day. It is Smoking with the King each and every Friday at 4:20. Y'all see I done put a little setup. I'm working on it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't perfect. How y'all doing today? I hope we are blessed. Hope we are having a great day. Hope we are doing our motherfucking thing. And everybody smoking. As you know. So it's been a crazy week, y'all. This week has been really crazy, man. I've been dealing with some few things. But you know, God always, we don't let stuff slow us down. We don't let stuff stop us, and we always going. So, with that said, before I even tell y'all the topic, before I even tell y'all the topic, right? I'm gonna read these couple scriptures to y'all. I got a couple scriptures. I'm gonna read these couple scriptures to y'all, and these couple scriptures they go with the topic. So, bear with me. Y'all know how I do. I like to get some information before I just go to talking. So, let's get some facts on the floor. King James Version, Genesis 2:24. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall become one flesh. Okay? Y'all all with me? So, I know a lot of y'all want to know what the word cleave is. What is the word cleave? So I went and got the definition because, you know, people be needing to know what type of words they be, you know what I'm saying? Like, what does that mean? So the definition of cleave, well, the definition that we're looking for, the Bible definition of cleave, means to stick to something like glue. You understand? So that means a young man should leave his mother and his father, and he should find a wife, and they should stick to each other like glue. The second verse I got for you guys, Hebrews 13:4. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers God will judge. Listen, this is out the good book. I didn't make this stuff up. This is out the Bible. But I know a lot of y'all like, what does it mean for the bed to be undefiled? So in order to understand what it means for the bed to be undefiled, you have to understand what the word defile means. So the definition of defile is to sully or spoil, or to desecrate something sacred. Okay? So it's a lot going on here. You understand what I'm saying? God bless. Thank you all for the comments. Thank everybody for coming in and joining the room. Definitely appreciate y'all. Yeah, so again, it is to sully or spoil, but really to desecrate something sacred. That's what defile means. And the bed being undefiled means they were married basically before they consummated. But let's get off into it. Let's really get off into it. What is today's topic? The topic of today's show, Final Destination. Yeah, I picked this topic for a reason. Y'all know, I get to talking, I get to going. I called it Final Destination for a reason. Because a lot of y'all don't realize what dating is for. Some of y'all think dating is just to have fun or just to find somebody who you can sleep with long term. That's not it. Mm-mm. Mm. Dating is for way more than just finding somebody to go out and have fun with, somebody to go to the mountains with and do your little hiking and shit like that. Dating is for more than that. Dating is for more than just somebody to go to dinners with and somebody to go skydiving with and somebody to go to the museum with. Somebody. Dating is more than just going places and seeing things and enjoying each other's company. That is one of the biggest parts of dating, that the fun part of dating, actually. You know what I'm saying? If we're going to talk about it, that is definitely the fun part of dating. But what is happening here? Hold on. Yeah, that's definitely the fun part of dating, but what? Oh. Go figure. That might be part of the problem, right? That might have been part of the problem. I ain't gonna stunt. Okay. All right. So let's get where we're going. They trying to play with us over here, but I figured out the problem. Yeah, y'all know I don't be caring. I'm gonna do my thing everywhere, wherever I plan on doing it. We popping. What the heck? There we go. Yeah. All right. So they started late on Instagram, but so yeah, the fun part of dating is, of course, going to all the restaurants and the museums and going to the aquariums and going to the beach and to the movies and going to do all these things. The fun, dating can be fun. When you find the right person to date, dating can be extremely fun. This we all know. But there is another part of dating that y'all tend to forget. There is a part of dating where you have to start thinking about being responsible and thinking about, are we going to move in together? Are we going to start going half on the bills, or is he going to pay this bill and I'm going to pay that bill? Are we going to work on having a kid? And if that's the case, are we going to work on being married? Because that's the number one thing that we really talking about here. We talking about being married. Are we going to work on being married? I know a lot of y'all be scared when y'all hear the topic of marriage, because a lot of y'all think marriage ain't really for everybody. Some people think marriage ain't going nowhere. Some people think being married ain't, some people really didn't turn their back on marriage. Like, I don't think I want to be married. And to be honest, I can understand, because out here, the way the dating scene is set up, you don't know what you getting into, right? But with that being said, shouldn't we all be trying to figure out a little bit more whether we want to get married to the person that we sleeping with? Because a lot of y'all having kids out of wedlock, and nobody throwing shots or nothing like that. But a child is supposed to come up in a structure. It's supposed to be a foundation. And most of the time, there's a structure and a foundation in a two-parent home. And most of the time, it's a two-parent home. The parents are most of the time married, if you understand what I'm saying. I'm hoping a lot of y'all understand that marriage is supposed to be the key of dating. So yeah, well, if you do understand marriage is the key to dating, then you understand that ain't no use in just running around here sleeping with people frivolously. I'm not finna just going to sleep with you just because. I'm not going to sleep with you just because. A lot of people not just sleeping with people just because nowadays. That's not how the game works. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people is really out here working on getting the one person who they know they can get with and survive with, and really survive with. Like not just saying that we together and it's cool. Like you know we match a little bit. Like no, it's people that's really coming together with other people that's really working on compromising together, finding solutions, and not only finding solutions, but bringing it together where they can build and have a foundation and a structure for their children. So basically, Final Destination is about you guys need to start really looking forward to the future instead of just for the right now. You understand what I'm saying? Some of these things that I tell y'all don't be just for your best interest or just for your mate's best interest. Sometimes it's for the best interest of the child that you might have or possibly already have. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to think about it like this. A lot of y'all grew up in single parent homes. And if you grew up in a single parent home, then you already know how hard it was for your parent, right? And knowing how hard it was for your parent, the goal should always be to find somebody who you could get married to so your child doesn't have to grow up like you did in a single parent home alone by themselves. And I be wanting a lot of y'all to realize that. Like, it's a reason that the goal is to get married. It's not just so you can find somebody to, be happy with until the end of your time and stuff like that. But it's also to find somebody that can, get along with you and vibe with you and help you come up with decisions about the kids and things like that. And help you figure out whether or not the best decision is to have kids. Or you know what I'm saying? It's all types of things like that. So you have to remember that being a person that's in a relationship, that's dating somebody, that's looking forward to a future with somebody, you got to remember that you got to work on being your best self in that relationship. You got to remember you really looking forward to end game with this relationship. Like you really want this to be the end of the relationship. So you really got to play it like this the final destination. Like, look, we know we all go out and it's other people. We see other people as other handsome men out there. Ladies see other handsome men as men. We see other beautiful women. That's all fine and dandy. But at the end of the day, you got to know you already at your final destination. Stop letting what's outside tempt you, because what's outside will mess up what you already structuring and making a foundation for. Like you got to remember, you're not just making structure and foundation for you. You got to remember structure and foundation is for a family. It's for children. So you can actually raise children with somebody with like-minded thoughts. Like somebody who is on the same wavelength as you, the same pattern. Somebody that's thinking about, well, I want my kid to be raised to do certain things and come up and understand and be taught how to do these things like this. And I want my kid to be able to do these things like this. And you got to be with somebody who either got the same kind of mind as you do or thinking the same things, or at least is open-minded to understanding where you're coming from and at least want to know if it's a good idea that you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of y'all don't even be with people that even want to get the same ideas y'all. They don't even want to talk about the same things that y'all want to talk about. A lot of y'all just be with people, again, because y'all like the fun that y'all have in the beginning of the relationship. In the beginning of the relationship be so fun, the first 6 months be so fun in the relationship that y'all tend to forget that it's other things in a relationship, like getting to know, will this person be a good parent? Or how was this person raised themselves? Like, because if they was raised by fucked up people, they probably gonna be kind of fucked up when they raising kids too, right? Or have they been healed from their past traumas? Like, all this stuff kind of matters when it comes to somebody who you dating to marry. You understand? Because that is the actual whole goal of dating. We're not out here, y'all. I don't know what y'all doing, but I'm not out here just dating so I can be like, yo, I had fun with her for about a year, and then we kind of just went our separate ways. Like who get a kick out of doing that? Don't no man get a kick out of doing that. And I hope don't no woman get no kick out of doing that for real. Like who just want to be playing the field for the rest of their life? A motherfucker gonna turn 60 still trying to play the field. You should have set your silly ass down when you was 40, 30, 25. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. And that's what I'm telling y'all. Like, y'all got to start thinking big picture. Y'all got to start thinking long term, final destination. You really got to start thinking about it like that because, man, I'm telling you, a lot of y'all ain't going to make it. A lot of y'all ain't going to make it to a point where y'all end up in a relationship when y'all get that age. A lot of y'all going to fuck around and be single, and y'all going to be at a point where y'all going to be wondering why. Well, why am I single? Because a lot of y'all ain't got good characters. See, of course, there's a lot of gold diggers out here, and there's a lot of dudes out here that just want to just drop something and go. Yeah, but let's be real here. We ain't all playing with the same gold diggers and the same little chicks, dudes that want to drop something in the chick and go. Like, some of y'all actually are bumping into good people, but y'all are the motherfuckers that we trying to get away from. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of the issue. Like, a lot of y'all don't want to realize who you are. Like, are you part of the problem? Like, I know if I was part of the problem. I'm telling y'all, I know if I was part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, you can tell you part of the problem when it'd be hard for you to find somebody to stick around. Like, when it ain't hard for you to find nobody to stick around, then you probably not part of the problem. But the thing is when you figure out that you're part of the problem, you got to figure out what you're doing that's making you a part of the problem. Like, because some of y'all ain't all that fucked up. It's just some of the little small shit that y'all do make a person be like, no, I'm straight on them. I can't deal with that. Like, they act like that's not a problem, and I done brought it up to them a couple times already. So, you know what I'm saying? So, you got to really... So, let me jump into the men case. Fellas, let me jump on y'all case right quick. This is the thing. As a man, you are a born leader. You born to be a leader. It's just that. So, at the end of the day, you don't start dating a woman unless your intentions are to go further. You understand what I'm saying? And let all the women know off bail, I'm not here to play games with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't, this is for a long term. Like, I'm here, if I start dating you, I'm dating you to get married. And as a man, you got to let her know that up front. Like, I'm not here to date you to play no games. We ain't finna be, like, seeing other people and all that. This ain't no... You know what I'm saying? No. You got to let her know. Like, I don't have time to waste just to keep on trying to see if you the type of person that want to get married to me sooner or later. If you're not the type of woman that want to get married, like, later on down the road, then we shouldn't even date. We don't not date we can stop talking right now. And y'all got to, as leaders, y'all have to be the ones to put y'all foot down. And I know it be hard because baby girl be looking good, the ass, the cheeks, the cakes. You want to, you know what I'm saying? The little boobies be, fuck all that. Why you think the motherfucking homes is all tore up? Because instead of you being a man and you turn around like, baby girl, if you just want some fun, I'm straight on you. You know what? And you know what? You look like you would be a lot of fun. I ain't even gonna lie. You probably would be a lot of fun, but I ain't the type of man I am. I'm a real man out here. Like, what if we end up having a kid because we having fun? Then what? You just gonna be my baby mama? Like, nah, don't no real man just want no baby mama. Like, to be honest, every man, like, if he have a kid with a woman, of course he's supposed to want her to be his wife, but that's neither here nor there. We gonna move forward, but that's just something to keep in mind. That's a thought for you to have. Trying to tell y'all, when you dating, It is a purpose. It's a final destination. That is what it's for. You dating so you can have that last person that you with, and y'all can have them kids, and y'all can have y'all big old ranch style house if you want, or a big ass mansion with 10 bedrooms and or whatever y'all want together that y'all built together. You know what I'm saying? And this is, listen, it's so important that y'all realize this. People come up and build together. That's what marriage is really for. It's for you to come up and find somebody that had kids with and build and grow shit together and really love on each other together. Y'all be acting like that shit don't matter. I constantly be trying to tell y'all, this is the most important part of dating. I try to tell y'all this all the time. Almost every week I'm constantly figuring a way to tell y'all, stop just fucking dating to have sex. Start dating to be married. You don't just need to have sex with nobody. What's the deal? How you doing, Miss Toya? I'm glad you popped up, Miss Toya. Thank you for coming. Listen, I don't want y'all to be the type of people that feel like that you just gotta date somebody just again to be having sex with them all the time just because you feel like you need to have somebody to have sex with. Sex ain't that important if you ain't building with that same person that you having sex with. Let me tell you exactly what I mean by that. It's a lot of prostitutes out here. Excuse my language, y'all, but I'm being honest. It's a lot of prostitutes out here, right? And they get paid to give the girlfriend experience, right? So, that's vice versa. It's a lot of dudes out here that be out here giving the dude experience too for a place to stay. But that ain't got, listen, it all go together. Y'all just got to tie it in together as I'm going, okay? These people tend to become emotionless after so long. And let me explain what I mean. Not to say that they don't have emotions, but it means that they get to a place where they deal in certain emotions so much that the other emotions don't even matter. But these emotions are so important that this is the only thing that matters. But that's because of the lifestyle that they live in, because they constantly dealing with somebody putting on a fake facade and nothing about it is real. So they can never possibly come to a place where they could feel like they could probably love somebody for the rest of their life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to always be a problem. No matter how good he or she is to that person, no matter how good the sex is, no matter how much money, it's going to always be something because they so used to the switching up and having to put on the fake facade for everybody here and everybody. Like, they stepping into so many different realms and giving people so many bits of themselves. It's like they not there no more. It's like they numb to. So yeah, it's not to say that you couldn't find one that would actually settle down and marry you, because that's probably a true fact that there are those, they probably do want to settle down and get married. But that's probably because they didn't got to a place where it's like, yo, yeah, I know I probably ain't gonna never feel nothing for nobody else, no way. So, and you the most compatible person I've met in a long time. So yeah, I you know what I'm saying? And I'm just being honest with y'all. I don't want y'all to be fooled. I don't want y'all to be deceived. Y'all know how I am. I like to keep it real with y'all. I like to tell y'all the truth. So yeah, it's like you gotta be looking for the authenticity as much as you giving out authenticity. You can't expect for a person to be authentic and you being synthetic. Anybody will tell you, don't know car really like synthetic oil. It gotta be authentic. The real kind is the best kind. I don't know, y'all. I don't even know if y'all want to be married. Like, I be thinking about that. Like, I be talking to myself like, yo, you jump on this thing every week and you be talking to these people about being married, and some of these people might not even want to be married. You know what I'm saying? Like I really be like, cause I want to be married. Me myself personally, I want to be married, and I want to have one, maybe two children. Not many. You know what I'm saying? But just enough to leave a legacy. Like I don't want to get rich and not have nobody to give my wealth to. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I want to be married. So I think about it. I be like, what if some of these people who you talking to don't even want to be married? What if they didn't got to a place in their life where it's like, fuck marriage? And when I be thinking about that about y'all, I be like, Lord, please don't let my people not want to get married, man. I need my people to want to get married and have kids and want to be with somebody happy for the rest of their life. Be happy with someone for the rest of their life. Like you got like, man, y'all gotta know, like, I know some of y'all seen your grandparents or your great grandparents or something married, or your aunties or your uncles. Somebody had a good marriage around you somewhere. It might have looked crazy, but they've been married for 50 years. You know what I'm saying? And they had a ball together because they loved each other. You know what I'm saying? And no matter the ups and the downs, they stuck it out. And that's why y'all got some of that swag that y'all got. Because it was passed down from those aunties and uncles and those great grandmas and granddaddies that was married for all that time. They didn't came up with so many jokes to crack on each other. They didn't crack jokes all on people all out in the street together. And you got to understand, man, that don't just come over 1 or 2 years. They built that character together. They literally built that character like she seen him in his worst moments and didn't know what to do at first. So she had to sit down and figure it out with him. He seen her worst moments and didn't know what to do at first. And he had to sit down with her and get her together. You know what I'm saying? And then they grew from that. I'm telling y'all, this is how real marriages work. Like the best marriages start from places like that where you know that you can come to your mate, you can talk to your mate about anything. You know what I'm saying? And y'all can really come to a compromise or a solution. Might not even be a compromise. It might actually be a real solution. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Some of y'all, like I say, might not want to be married, but I want to be with a person that want to help me figure out the best shit in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's more to life than just wanting to get money. You got to want to get money and show others how to get money. Then you got to want to show people how to become wealthy. Not just people who make money, but how to make money and then make your money work for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be one of them people where I teach my kids and then my kids grow up and they teach other people's kids and they teach their kids and so on and so forth. Like, I don't want to just, yeah. So I talk about marriage because I need y'all to really think about big picture, long term. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not easy all the time. You know what I'm saying? And when you ask them, they tell you, no, it ain't always easy. Sometimes you're gonna have to bite the bullet. You know what I'm saying? Like you you know what? But guess what? It'd be worth it at the end of the day. Like it'd be worth it. Like when you got that person that you know, like for real, like forget everything else. You got that person that you know. Like when I go home, man, my woman, we might bicker over what's on the TV. But when it comes to them bills and them kids and what we doing with our life, we on the same page. You understand? So that gives a man peace. Shit, that give a woman peace. That gives her security. When she know that her man is her and her man on the same page and they building going the same way, that's where security comes from. You understand? That's when she feel confident in her relationship. Because she feels that the person that is leading her is really leading her in the right direction. But he really know he is leading in the right direction because this is his vision anyway. You understand? And that's why these things are important. This is why I tell y'all this stuff. Like, y'all think I just be telling y'all this stuff. I be telling y'all this stuff because y'all be letting time waste and pass y'all by. And y'all ain't really got time like that to be wasted. Like, because 5 years go by fast when you dating and having fun. 5 years go by fast when you dating and having fun. And let me tell you this. You be dating, having fun with somebody, and then 3 or 4 years went by and whatever, and y'all look up, and then you find out that the motherfucker been doing the same thing you been doing because y'all both got somebody on the side, and now both of y'all like, damn, we been doing this shit all this time, and now y'all don't know if y'all want to break up and stay together. But see, guess what? If you was married, that wouldn't even be a thought. If y'all was married, it wouldn't be no breakup. You know what I'm saying? Because the ups and downs come with the marriage. This is what you gotta go into to marriage prepared to know. The ups and downs come with marriage. Marriage ain't gonna never be perfect. It can never be perfect. If it could be perfect, then everybody that got married would stay married, right? Yeah, but they don't, right? Because marriage is not perfect. And everybody not built to be married. Everybody not cut out to be a husband or a wife. And these are the facts. Huh. A lot of y'all not. A lot of y'all will cheat on y'all mate in a heartbeat. It don't even take nothing to be going on in y'all relationship for y'all to want to cheat on y'all mate. And y'all just gonna do it anyway. And that's what I'm saying. The foundation of y'all relationship is shaky just in the beginning, just because you already willing to cheat. You ain't willing to put no effort into being strong and having the willpower to say, no, this is the only person that I need to be with the rest of my life. As a matter of fact, past all the sex shit, let me go to my mate and let me see how we can really come together and build and bring businesses, open businesses, and build business and start empire. See, y'all, you gotta think about this more than just, it ain't just no talk. Like, y'all really gotta start coming together and putting y'all money together and doing things around the house, for each other. Like, how do y'all expect to ever build trust to want to marry the person you with if y'all not doing things that's gonna force you to have to trust the person that you with? Marriage don't last on shaky grounds. You gotta build a foundation. And see, for people who get married quick, like y'all been dating for 2 months and then y'all gonna get married within 6 months, I applaud you. Because guess what? It take a lot of balls to do that, but it take even bigger balls to stick with that person and actually figure out the ups and downs as you going through them together. Now that takes some balls of steel. And them the type of balls I got, to be honest. I ain't gonna play with y'all, but it takes somebody who really willing to get to know somebody, who really willing to go through the trenches with somebody to show that they husband or wife material. Because if you're not really willing to do these type of things, then how can you say you a husband or a wife? A lot of y'all complain about cooking, cleaning up around the house. A lot of you men complain about all she want is money, all she want is money. But see, the funny thing about that is if you want her to be at home and not making no money, then you gotta be the man who you supposed to be, and you gotta spend the money, right? Now on the flip side of that, if you got you a woman and she work too, then y'all both should be bringing money to the table. In fact, as the head of the household, you supposed to always be counting out what's going on, how much money coming into the house, how much money going on this bill, how much money going on that bill, this, that, and the other, and blase split. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all got to really start getting to a place where y'all understand that marriage is about more than just fun, games, good adult fun, good games, good adult sex. We going on all these trips. No. Marriage is a business. And it's a business that you start for it's supposed to be the business that you get in that you never get out of. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be the one business that you get in that you know for sure y'all are gonna grow. You understand? Because y'all are steady expanding. As being in a marriage, y'all supposed to steady be expanding. Y'all supposed to constantly be talking with each other about how can we improve here? How can we improve here? How can we improve here? What can we do here to start income here? We can do this here and bring income in here. See, I be giving y'all all these juice, all this juice, all this knowledge, all this game. I give y'all this shit because I love y'all. I really love y'all, and I really want y'all to understand that this is the type of life that you can have if you really put forth the effort to have it. A lot of y'all not putting forth the effort to have it. Like back then, those men that became husbands and stayed husbands, they went through the trenches with them women. You gotta know that you better go ask some of them men what they went through with them women. You know what I'm saying? And on the flip side, vice versa. Y'all better ask some of them women what they went through with the men. See, y'all think it's sweet. Y'all think getting married is supposed to be sweet. Getting married ain't supposed to be no problems. Y'all get married, everything just supposed to magically, poof, be perfect. It ain't no type of shit like that in the world. Them people get married and stay married because once they was in that relationship and they found out that they actually liked the person that they was with, they figured out how they could work around whatever problems that they had, come up with solutions for the problems that they had, and stayed together because they loved the person that they were with. That's why they stayed together. It wasn't about, oh, well, this person got a lot of money, so I guess I'll stay. It wasn't about, oh, well, she fucked me, so I guess it wasn't about that. It was about when we come together and we have a problem, not only do we find solutions, but we find things that move us forward. It progresses us further in our relationship because they're looking for things that's going to help them go further in the relationship. Oh, see? Nah, bro, I apologize, bro. John, I'm sorry you going through that, bro. See, one of my mans is telling me right now he dealing with somebody they like half in and half out. You know what I'm saying? And it's not good to be dealing with somebody that's half in and half out when you know you all the way in. And it's just, as a man, most of the time when a man is courting or dating or whatever you want to call it with a lady, vetting her to become his wife, most of the time he all the way in. It ain't no half-stepping with him. He not just, well, I guess I'll go spend a couple dollars on it here and then next week he splurge and then, no. Like when he really wanted, like, yo, I'm really trying to build with you. Like, now listen, like, I need us to come together and I need us to sit down and plan out some things so we can really take our life into a better direction for us. Not just for me, not just for you, but for us. And then if we had kids in the equation, that's even more reason to come together for us to sit down and plan some things out because we gotta incorporate a life for our kids to be able to grow up in a safe, stable, comfortable, fun, learning environment. You understand? Y'all really gotta hear me when I'm telling y'all, man. These things that I'm telling y'all is not just for you. Like, watch this. To be honest, it really is just for you. I ain't saying that because a lot of y'all are already selfish and y'all don't need to think like that anyway. But it really is just for you. And if you really, so if you start to do these things, right? Like if you start to incorporate more energy into the relationship that you're already in, if you start to incorporate more positive energy into figuring out how to solve the problems that you think y'all have in a relationship, the relationship will last way longer than you think it will. And then let me tell you why. Because the person that you with, if they like being in a relationship just like you do, hopefully they trying to figure out solutions to the problems that they think y'all have as well. And guess what? That's a good thing. Because this way, y'all can come together, y'all can sit down like grown adults, y'all can communicate over a drink, some food, a blunt, joint, edible, whatever, However, sit down and watch a movie, have a conversation like some intelligent adults, and y'all can figure out real solutions to how things can get better for y'all together. You know what I'm saying? And it's supposed to be like that because, again, real marriages don't come from just poof, we got together and boom, everything was just perfect. No, they come from people who done been with each other through the long run. They stick it out through the long haul. Like, yo, nah, like, it wasn't perfect in the beginning. Like, me and her really had to sit down and talk. I had to set some boundaries, and she had to tell me about some things that she didn't like. You know, as a man, I could tell you I was doing some things that she might not have liked for real. And then I was like, you know what? Let me ease up because I'm probably wrong for that. You might be right. And I had to set a few boundaries, and I set my boundaries, and she stuck to them. You know what I'm saying? And things kind of tend to start to fall into place, and y'all can become more comfortable. Y'all can become more happy being together because y'all know you done set your boundaries, and ain't nobody breaking the rules. Like, that's the thing. Y'all got to learn to stop breaking the rules. Like, oh, and you know what? Let me talk about this. Early stages of a relationship. So y'all think, and I'm going to be honest with y'all, y'all think the first couple years of a relationship, things don't happen. That's when most of the bullshit happen in a relationship. In the first couple years of a relationship, when people end up getting married because they done been together 10, 15 years, most of the time, all of the bullshit happened within the first 5 years of the relationship. So, I'm telling y'all this so y'all can get this understanding right here. If you want to stick in for the long run, then you got to make it through the bullshit of the first few years of the relationship. It's not easy for nobody, for you or her. You got to remember, as a man, they already think we ready to stick everything and everything already. They think everything ready to give us something anyway. And as a woman, you already know the nigga think you got a million. The nigga next door probably want to sleep with you. What the fuck? That's what niggas think. So you have to always think, come on, man. So when you being the type of person that wants to be married and want to be in a relationship, then you got to think about this type of stuff. And you got to understand, like, people got boundaries because they want to be married. They want to be in a comfortable relationship. You can't start saying people got boundaries, men got boundaries because they sassy. Or she got boundaries because she's a hoe. No. That's a bad way to look at it. Like, if you dating somebody so y'all can actually come together and put rings on each other, y'all should have boundaries. And I mean healthy fucking boundaries. You understand? Because you can't have kids in a relationship, number one, that's not healthy. That's number one. There's no way y'all can have kids around y'all circumference if y'all got a toxic ass relationship and everything y'all do is toxic. Every time y'all get together, it's an explosion. Nothing healthy comes from that. There's no way kids can grow up in that type of environment and not have some type of trauma. So this is the reason why you got to learn the person you with. Y'all got to really learn how to communicate with each other. Y'all got to really want to be married. You got to really want to work on sticking to the boundaries. Like, and see, that's what you got to think about this to yourself. If you really want to be married, right, you going to work hard at treating the person that you with the way you would want to be treated in a marriage, meaning you're going to work hard at not flirting with other people. You're going to work hard at not giving out your number and not going home and sleep with somebody just because the other party might not know. They might not find out. You're going to work hard at not spending money on other women. You're going to work hard at not giving other men attention, texting them all on Instagram, Snapchat, and whatever other. See, if you're not willing to put in the work to actually build the relationship that you in, like, what do y'all think of foundation? Where y'all think foundation and structure come from? Like, do y'all think foundation and structure just again, magically appear like you snap your fingers and then, yeah, my relationship just perfect. I ain't never got to worry about her looking at nobody else. I ain't got to worry about him looking at nobody else. No, that ain't, again, it's not how it works. Because every time y'all walk outside, y'all might see somebody that's handsome or beautiful or whatever the case might be. And yeah, y'all got to be able to trust your mate to go out there in the world with all these other handsome and beautiful people and know that they coming back to you because the foundation that you built, the structure that you have made in the relationship will make your mate feel like, yo, I'm working hard to keep this because this is what I want to build for a marriage. This is what I want to have as a wife or a husband. This is what I need to have. Because everybody not going to do this. This I know already. Because I've already dated a few people. So yeah, and I ain't came close to this in a long time. So you got to think about that. That's why I tell y'all, this is big picture shit, long term. You got to cut out all that short term shit where you think, yeah, well, it might work, it might not work, but we can have fun for now. Fuck having fun for now. If it ain't finna lead to us having fun forever, then shit. I'll see you later. Y'all better learn to walk out. I'm trying to tell y'all. Like you gotta love you first. You gotta love you first. If you ain't with a person that's trying to get better in y'all relationship for y'all, not just for them, then it's something wrong with the relationship. Because in a relationship that's leading to marriage, people get better for each other. Not because the person asked them to either. Don't think that, see, and then that's the other thing. Y'all got to realize, these people went through these things in these relationships, and when they found out it was something wrong and they had these communications, these conversations, they came together and they came up with solutions for the problems. That's when they found out that the person had this little shit going on or that little shit going on. And like I just told y'all, in the first 5 years of a relationship, this is when y'all find out these little things. So you have to be able to either have thick skin and actually really be able to deal with the person that you're dealing with and seeing if y'all really compatible and y'all can really make it and take it the long run. Or stop wasting your time having fun with somebody that you know for sure this is not going to work with. Like, because as long as you wasting your time and energy and resources on a person who you know, in the end of the day, this is not going nowhere. You wasting time and resources on a person that you know, they probably giving more time and resources to a person that has this much respect for them. You understand? Like, y'all got to stop treating yourself like that. When a person want to be respected, they going to pick a person that's respecting them. When a person respects you, respect them back, especially in the relationship. Stop acting like you want the best out of the best when you not going into it acting like the best of the best. Like a lot of women, y'all kill me. Y'all get into a relationship with a dude to take you out on a couple dates, and y'all won't even pick up the phone and call a dude and be like, you know what, I want to take you out today. A nigga got to take you on 50 dates for you to do that. Like, that ain't how that worked. Like, these women used to tell them men, like, yo, I don't want to go out tonight. Go to the grocery store and pick up this, and this from the grocery store, and I'm going to make you your favorite meal tonight, and you just come on over. See, y'all don't even know how to play the game the way they used to play the game. That's why they got married. And then, you know what? Let me say this. A lot of y'all got jobs. You know what I'm saying? Everybody working in a relationship now, right? Back then, they wasn't working like that. They had little jobs, bakery jobs, and working on the farm type shit like that. But not the way that y'all working all off in the white collar office building era, the technology era. The way y'all working, y'all bringing money to the table like the man. Everybody making $50,000, $60,000 a year here. So we shouldn't have a problem figuring out like how we gonna come together and get a household with $75,000 house where we can possibly have it where our kids can come up and every day we got breakfast and dinner. How y'all can't? What's the problem here? You understand? Like, I don't see like how y'all like where's the problems? Like, marriage should have always been the key, and somehow y'all got sidetracked. Like, I don't know how y'all got sidetracked, and I know a lot of y'all heard these things from y'all people a few times, and maybe not many, but you know what I'm saying? It was enough for it to stick in the back of your head for you to be like, yo, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Because this don't feel like marriage. This don't feel like it's leading there either. Now listen, I gotta say this because some people, like I said, some people not cut out for marriage. Some people not built for marriage. Some people don't have what it takes to be married. And that's why I'm finna say this. There are hoes out here that are gonna be hoes, and there's nothing that you can do about it. And there's players out here that's gonna be players, and there's nothing that you can do about it. Now, if you one of them people that's dealing with one of them people, you can't change that person from being who they is. They gonna be who they gonna be. But there are people out here that want to be in a relationship too, that have the same marriage minded mindset as you. So it's up to you if, you know what I'm saying, you want to stick with somebody that you know for sure is just eating up your time and your resources just until they find something better, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I look at it like this. The longer you spend time with somebody that, you know what I'm saying, is just wasting your time, the longer you missing out on the mate that could be there that's for you. Like, so how long do you plan on missing out on the mate that's there for you while you wasting your time with somebody who you know this ain't going nowhere? I know this ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, so y'all gotta think about it. Like, when y'all dating these people, before you jump into the bed with them, and I'm telling y'all the before you jump into the bed part, because y'all know sex change things. We all know it. Once you have sex with a person, it change them. It change you. One of y'all gonna get feelings and somebody might not. And that's really bad. So you need to, before you start the sex thing, and during the courting and dating phase, you need to figure out, like, how compatible are y'all for real, like, long term. Like, because if y'all don't have the same visions and y'all don't have the same goal in mind, then it would be a waste of your time to put all your time and resources into a person who you know their mindset is not on marriage. Their mindset is like, nah, I'm single right now. I'm playing the field. I'm in the streets. I'm for the streets. A lot of y'all for the streets, and y'all don't even mind telling the world, yeah, I'm for the streets. You know, like, I just be laughing at y'all. This shit be so funny. It be so funny. Like, the main thing a man gotta do nowadays to get a woman is jump in her inbox and be like, yo, I got bread. If a man jump in a woman inbox right now and be like, yo, I got bread, he almost guaranteed a response. That's sad. I mean, I ain't saying all the women out here gonna respond to that, but it's a nice amount of y'all that's gonna be like, well, the nigga say he got bread, so I can at least hear what he talking about, right? Like, that shit crazy. Like, y'all will give yourself to a psycho killer because he jumped in your inbox and said, yo, I got that bread. I can pay for whatever. And y'all think it's just fine. It's cool. It's whatever it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. A lot of y'all think that's just okay. A lot of y'all really do think it's okay too. A lot of y'all be like, you know what? I don't care. I grew up with nothing. So since I grew up with nothing, I'm just gonna see what he talking about, cause that money, shit, a nigga with money, you know. And a lot of y'all men ain't shit either. Cause a lot of y'all niggas that got a couple dollars, y'all using these couple dollars so y'all can fucking tank the bitches. Excuse the language, but that's what's going on. Y'all fucking sleeping with these women and then running on to her girlfriend, to her homegirl, to the, like, y'all running through a whole clique of bitches because y'all got the bread to do so. Then y'all wondering why all the bitches is acting funny. Like, you gotta remember, when you started talking to her, she wanted to be in a stable relationship too. And you had to lie to her to get the panties. Like, you probably didn't even have to lie to her. You could have told her the truth. And she probably still would have gave you the panties because you got money. That's why I be confused with a lot of y'all niggas. Like, if that's all you want to do, just be honest with a woman in the beginning. 9 times out of 10, if you got some bread, she gonna probably still give you the panties anyway. But if she honest with herself, if she value herself in marriage, then she not gonna fuck you just because you got money. I'm sorry, but them the type of women that I deal with. See this. I shouldn't even. You know, and I ain't gonna tell y'all that, but I'm gonna tell y'all this: the type of women that I deal with, they don't mind bringing me weed, taking me to get my hair done, fucking coming over here to fucking cook, clean, and you know what I'm saying, make sure I got money in my pocket. You straight, sir? Them the type of women I deal with, and they don't mind doing that. You understand? So that's all I'm telling you. You can either find you a woman that really like admire who you are as a person, like, no, I really deal with him. I want to deal with him. Like, or you can find you and this vice versa. Ladies, this go to y'all too. Like, y'all, a lot of y'all be knowing when y'all meet these dudes that just want to sleep with y'all. A lot of y'all be knowing y'all when y'all meet these dudes that just playing these games with y'all that's just like, nah, you know, I don't want to sleep with you, but he gotta go. You know what I'm saying? So stop acting like y'all be like y'all not dumb, and y'all be going to college and getting all these degrees and stuff. That's what y'all be telling everybody. Y'all be going to get all these degrees and stuff from college. You know what I'm saying? We just supposed to know y'all got all these degrees and stuff. Y'all so smart and all that stuff, right? So why are we supposed to believe y'all was too dumb to realize that the dude that you was talking to, he wasn't all that good for you? Why are we supposed to think that? Oh, y'all female intuition, that shit. That it didn't work when you was supposed to be picking him. It all of a sudden the radar was just messed up. You know what I'm saying? So that it just bothers me. So yeah, we gonna have to get some order in this shit, in this dating shit. We need to go back to where the order really was, where we dated a person to find out if we gonna marry a person. We wasn't dating just to sleep with each other. We wasn't dating just to get, like, women wasn't dating just for money. Like, women were dating for security. Like, they were dating because I need to find a husband and we need to get a nice house together and we need to get a nice couple vehicles together and have some kids together. And where is those women at? Where is the men that's like, yo, I want to have 12 kids with one woman in one household? And where is that at? Because that's what them the people that I'm looking to hang out with. I ain't trying to hang out with nobody that think it's all right to constantly have multiple females over and over and over again, or a woman who feel like it's just cool to constantly sleep with different men every other weekend just because fuck it I can and I'm a woman and y'all men to do it if y'all do it. Like, who does that? Where does that mindset even come from? Especially on a woman. Like, what is happening here? Listen, y'all don't even understand. I promise y'all, it be so much going on. And this nigga, see, this is why you do this type of shit without people around. But anyway, yeah. Wow. A lot of y'all act like y'all act like you want to get married, and then y'all see what it take to be married, and then y'all be like, I don't know if I can do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be married, it takes a lot. Marriage is not always fun. Marriage is one of them things where it's like you might get hurt a little bit. Like, you might fall and you might scar you, scratch your knee up. You know what I'm saying? You might get a scab, it might bleed. Mom might have to come in, Put some alcohol on it, put that little pad, rub it off, and then bandage it up. Because that's what marriage is. Marriage is not one of those things where you could be like, yo, I guess that it's just not working. It's like nah. Like that's why I'm telling y'all, like marriage is big picture. You can't think about marriage and then think the first sign of trouble, you know what I'm saying, I'm a skedaddle. Like nah. The first few years when you get with a person, it might be rough. It might really be rough. Like the person that you dealing with, they might really have some stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? They might have the type of stuff going on where it's like, they trying to shake the old people. Like, and then a lot of y'all don't be giving y'all don't give people credit for that. Sometimes people have to shake the old people. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you a good person, and you gotta understand me when I say this, when you are a good person and you really working on being in a good relationship with the good person, the old people try that. That's when they really want to come around. They trying to throw monkey wrenches into the fucking plan, into the play, and trying to smear. You know what I'm saying? They come around and they try to mess it up. And yeah, so you have to be tough in the beginning of a relationship when you want marriage. You can't be a you can't be a pussy. I'm sorry to say it like that, but ain't no being soft. You can't be a soft leg in a relationship and then expect for marriage. Like, cause it don't happen like that. When people end up getting married, they go through it. They really be and went through it. Like when people end up getting married, they be to had so many ups and downs. They done, you know, both of them might have cheated. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I'm being honest with you. Y'all gotta really, really like think about this. You really gotta think about this. Like, cause some of y'all see these people that been married for all these years, and y'all just think shit just been perfect because after they got over that first 5-10 year hump, and they finally got it together, they decided like, yo, we got it together now. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, y'all didn't see the first 10 years when they were younger, when they had first started dating and they first got into a relationship and things was extremely hard. When one of them kept wanting to go out every weekend. Like, nigga, why the fuck is you going out? Like, no, you can't, you know what I'm saying? Or one of them wanted to keep having company at their house all the time. Like, how you think it's all right for you to have this girl over your house all, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, so I'm just telling you, it's certain things that people go through in their marriages when they marry, you know what I'm saying, things like that, that you can't make some of this shit up, gang. Like this shit is real life. Like if you want to be married, you gotta have tough skin. You gotta know how to communicate with the person that you're dealing with, and you gotta really want to make it work. You know what I'm saying? Like let's not be boo boo the fool here and think like, yo, you know, I'm gonna just let this person treat me any kind of way because I want to be married. Like, nah, fuck that. You gotta have boundaries, and yeah, they supposed to have boundaries too. But listen to me when I tell you this: if one of their boundaries is you can't dictate whether I'm gonna go out and be hanging all over other men or not, then that all in itself say she don't want to be married. That whole line, right? And if one of your lines is to tell your woman, listen, baby, I'm only gonna be here like twice a week. You don't want to be married, bro. Like I'm being honest with you, because people that's in marriages, like they trying to see each other often and they ain't trying to be all hanging on other people. You understand what I'm saying? Like y'all gotta really be honest with yourself. When people put in the work to actually be in a good relationship, they be in good relationships. But you have to put in the work. Final destination. You got to make the marriage your final destination. If that's what you want, you can have it. You just got to work hard to get it. I tell y'all this all the time. And I love y'all. Like, I love y'all. I tell y'all all the time, I love my community. I love the people in my community. I love my culture. Listen, I got some of the best Black friends. I got some of the best white friends. Listen, I got some of the best friends in the world, yo. Like I'm just telling y'all, y'all gotta learn to love y'all people, and if you want to be married, you gotta learn to treat your person like you want to be married. You know what I'm saying? Like cut out all the fake shit, cut out all the funny shit, cut out all the sneaky shit. Cut out all that bullshit and fucking put the time and the effort into the person who you with and show them like, yo, I'm serious about wanting to be married with you. I'm serious about wanting to do this and taking this shit to the next level. As long as you can show a person better than you can tell a person, like, because people talk all the time. And that's why a lot of marriages fail, because people just be talking. Uh-oh, I done said some other shit. A lot of y'all marriage gonna fail because a lot of y'all is talkers and not doers. Yeah, and I mean that. Like a lot of y'all will be talking about how good marriage supposed to be and how good is everything supposed to be going, but you won't be doing your part to make it go that way, to make it be that good. Like you got a part to do too. And a lot of y'all think y'all ain't gotta do y'all part. A lot of y'all think that your part is to sit around and to wait on your partner to come to you and be like, well, are you gonna fix this? And your partner the whole time, like, yo, what's happening here? What I'm supposed to be fixing? Like, cause the communication not there. Cause you throw it off. You thought he was a mind reader. Or you thought she was a mind reader. Y'all think each other read minds and shit. No, you gotta talk about stuff. Like, yeah, in the beginning of a relationship, it can be awkward. It can be weird. It can be strange. It can be different. But that's the beginning of a relationship. Like, you got to get to know people. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you don't know people. It's people that been with people 10, 15 years, and they still finding out new stuff about the people that they've been with after 10 and 15 years. You know what I'm saying? It's wild. You know what I mean? So you really gotta want to put in the effort. You really gotta want to put in the work. You really gotta like be strong enough to say like, yo, I done gave up all that old shit that I was doing, and I know that this is the best for me. So this is what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta mean that. You gotta really mean it. You gotta stick to it. Like you gotta be one of them people that's like, you know what, like yo, I had my fun when I was out in the streets. I did my thing. You know what I mean? But I done got to a place where I'm straight now. I'm done. I'm done doing my thing. I'm done playing in the streets. And I'm done, acting like I ain't got no common sense. It's time for foundation. So when you start showing people that you're ready for foundation, you'll probably get some people that's ready to give you some foundation. You know what I'm saying? You'll probably get some people that's really ready to let it all hang out with you the same way that you're ready to let it hang out with them. And y'all can probably get together and really run up a bag. You know what I'm saying? Not only run up a bag, but, get that nice crib that you wanted. You know what I'm saying? Get those nice cars that you want. You know what I'm saying? Y'all will be able to buy each other those nice designer outfits and designer jewelry and things like that. But y'all got to work hard together to get those things for each other. It's not just about, for the fun part of the relationship. Because if you just in it for the fun part of a relationship, then what was the purpose of being in it in the first place? You didn't see the big picture. You missed the assignment, as they say. God bless and great day, everybody. And I want to thank everybody for coming out, joining me, Smoking with the King each and every Friday, 4:20 Eastern Time. Y'all know we be having a ball around here. Like, we enjoy these conversations because these is real people conversations. These are the conversations that we need to have in our community, and these are the conversations that we need to have with our mates to figure out what we doing with our life. Well, like we ain't just sitting around, you know what I'm saying? We making moves. We getting money. You feel me? We happy together. That's how it's supposed to work. Thanks for coming out, y'all. I definitely appreciate y'all.